Welcome to another exciting episode of PAPAtv Live. Located outside Pittsburgh in a super secret bunker beneath the blue blinking light. I'm Evan Bookbinder, and alongside me tonight, joining me, some familiar faces you may have not seen in quite some time. To my left, Doug Polka, and to my right, Elizabeth Cromwell. How are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Awesome. Elizabeth doing well, too? All right. So we got some more exciting pinball action for you guys tonight, which I have sacrificed some Game 7 action here ongoing, so please try not to spoil it for me.
We also need, before we start, we need to mention that it's producer James's birthday.
It is.
So we are celebrating. We're celebrating Jim because we like Jim when he bothers to show up.
Most days.
Most days. And it's also, what is it, National
Take a Chance Day.
Take a Chance Day.
So with Taking a Chance, we are playing some games of chance. And tonight we will be featuring Whodunit. Our producer, James. At some point, will probably make a fool of himself on camera, just like the rest of us. And an old Gottlieb favorite of many, Vegas. So Whodunit and Vegas are certainly games of chance. There are others we could have chosen, but I think these two will fit the bill quite well this evening. And we'll just, let's just get it started here with Whodunit, which, Doug, this game has one heck of a backstory to it. In fact, if you ever look at the user manual to this game that comes with the game, the introduction to how this game plays is like pages and pages long.
They've actually developed all the characters. There's like a whole backstory. Should I read this whole thing?
Well, first let's explain who the characters are for people that have never seen this game. Like, there's an objective here, which is somebody's been murdered. You have a bunch of suspects to go through.
So the private eye is Nick Spade. That's the name of the private eye. Tony is 38 years old, and he's the owner of the casino and very content. Trixie is 23. She works as a dealer for Tony. Bruno is 42. That's Tony's bouncer and bodyguard. Victoria is 34. She is the, quote, spider lady from Europe. And the butler is 53.
It's my old job.
Is Victoria's manservant.
It has to be Trixie.
You think?
So someone told me once that when you go for the first clue, they're going to mention two names, and one of those names is the people that did it.
Yes.
So you always have a 50% chance, like right off the bat.
Yeah, it's either the person doing the speaking or the person they're talking about. Yeah.
Speaking of chance, we're actually going for a very specific thing here, which is to lose all of your points.
Risk it.
You
have
have to risk
Come on, baby, come on.
every time he hits
Come
that,
on.
he has to risk it.
There it is.
Oh, and look at all of the...
Of course.
Oh, those yummy
50
points.
million.
So Chris's favorite game of chance is actually not Whodunit. It is rock, paper, scissors.
That's a game of skill.
Which,
I mean, it actually is a game of skill.
So in our Pittsburgh Classics League, if you end up in a tie after your rounds, that is how the seeding and choice is drawn for the next game is rock, paper, scissors. And I can testify that Chris is like 20-0. Because he always pulls out this like bomb thing that I guess destroys rock, paper, and
So I guess
scissors.
it is skill.
I don't know.
He also, when we were practicing before, he hit the roulette a bunch of times, and every time he bet and every time he won.
Well, let's welcome Rachel Schmitz to the show.
Yay!
Rachel plays in the PPL as well as the local women's league.
And that's, a lot of folks asked us why we moved from Monday nights to Tuesday nights, and the main reason was because Monday night is the same time as the bride of the Pittsburgh Pinball League, the women's league here, and that's, that just wasn't cool. We couldn't get the women involved in this broadcast, so we moved it to Tuesday, which is usually a pretty quiet night here in town, and hey, we've got Elizabeth and Rachel and Priyanka here tonight, and that is awesome. So let's see if I was right. See?
Oh,
I
good
didn't
job.
even interrogate anyone.
So, like, without asking any questions, like, correct suspect. Yes, I'm guilty.
Yes, you did it.
You got me. With no evidence whatsoever.
So now begins
dang
the
it.
chase. Now that she's found the murderer, she has to chase him
And she
down.
gets away again.
And Victoria got away. Was it Victoria or was it Trixie?
It was Trixie.
It was Trixie.
So if when you hit the roulette in tournament
Birthday,
mode,
by the way.
Well, what do we have
Aw.
here?
Put it on
Oh
the glass.
man.
What do the words say?
There you go.
It's not the best design, but it's a design that I think PAPAtv Live will love.
Well,
Happy
that's
birthday, Jim.
interesting because last week I got voted best producer. So thanks, Lewis.
Well, every week it changes.
I don't know what HBD
Depends
stands
on who's
for,
running
but
the show.
we love Jim. Usually.
Yes.
Usually.
sometimes,
Occasionally,
once in a while.
When it's his birthday.
when it's his birthday.
So he's got like a 1 in 365 chance of us liking him.
All right. You know what?
Trixie.
I think I'm good with this intimidation. Just gotta, wag
always-
the finger at them and make them sweat a little bit.
It's always Trixie or Bruno, I thought.
No, but the question I have is it the same suspect across all the players?
I don't
Like,
think
because
so,
Rachel
then one
picked
person would
Trixie.
Give it away.
I know, which is really dumb, but
Little bouncy.
It should be noted too that this game is not set up in tournament mode for
Right,
our
it's-
broadcast tonight, so you can actually, in tournament mode, roulette always alternates winning and losing.
Yeah, it's 1, 3, 5 is lose, and 2, 4, 6 is win, right?
But in tournament mode, it is more random.
In non-tournament mode, it's more random.
In non-tournament mode, correct. That's what I said.
It's not what you said.
it's what he meant.
That's what by the time this gets posted to YouTube, it'll be what I said.
So I heard they're coming out with a code update to this that changes taxi to Uber.
No, this game is set in the 1930s.
It's like it's a weird steampunk thing where you
There's no Uber.
diesel punk where you've got Uber, but also private investigators and film noir. It's
So
awesome.
to give you a little bit more of the Whodunit timeline, in 1900, Walter, a young wealthy playboy, and Mia, the wife of the English ambassador, have a fling. They conceive Victoria, a secret Victoria's mother keeps. She doesn't tell him before he leaves, never to see him again. Stay tuned for chapter 2.
So all our exciting listeners on YouTube and Twitch tonight are going to get at some point the entire backstory to this pinball machine.
I feel that's what pinball's missing nowadays, is a thorough backstory.
I really love that elevator shot.
All right. What's everyone picking?
Bruno.
Trixie. They've been picking Trixie.
What?
Oh.
Oh, she was with me last night. I should have known.
That's the other hilarious thing. It's like, oh, I have an alibi.
I
And they
have
just
an alibi.
they just take her word for it.
It's like,
oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
darn.
You are clearly innocent.
Darn, Red. Give me that wild extra ball.
I think one of the cool features on this game is the slot machine.
Clue.
Clue. Pick Clue.
Clue.
The clue was an extra ball. I hit the left flipper, I swear. That was a game of chance right there.
So is there some sort of like super lucky version of the code that we've put on here to make it so that, they guess the right suspect on without interrogating anyone, and they get the extra ball, and CD's always wins
CDs
at
is
roulette?
just generally lucky.
Yeah.
Luck of the Irish, my friends.
It's the jacket.
He's really not
It
a
is the
good
jacket.
pinball player. He's just lucky.
So what does hitting the skill shot here get you? Lights roulette? Is that it? Is there any like point bonus
Oh, the
for that?
skill shot?
Yeah.
Well, there's a 5 skill shots, I guess, that I know of. I mean, each letter of the taxi, you can actually select which one you want to give you a certain thing that is displayed on it. But if you can actually plunge this little skill shot, this little like hidden hallway here, it gives you a plus bonus X. It lights something else. The telephone gets lit. It does it all. That's what I want, but I missed.
It did light roulette though.
It did not.
It said it
Elevator madness.
No, there's a specific way to light roulette because we were looking this up before.
did. You have to
Oh.
shoot roulette to light roulette.
You have to shoot that, but you also have to start the taxi mode.
So he's in elevator madness, which is basically just shoot the middle ramp over and over again.
Until it breaks and we have to get Dan Hall, pretty much.
Oh boy. Oh no.
So this was
Oh, no.
actually this game was actually in one of the more memorable Pinball finals.
Yeah, what's the super exploit there?
There was a glitch in the code that enabled the wall to basically stay up
Oh,
or stay down the entire time, so that you could just chain center ramp shots together for like 2.5 hours. It was really exciting.
was that a Chris Stevens exploit like the Addams Family magnet?
It was not.
Okay.
It was not.
But yeah, the slot reels in the center I think is a really cool feature because it will sync up with the display, and how they accomplish that with the wheel underneath and some opto switches is actually pretty cool
And then the display is the fallback
if it breaks,
if it breaks.
which is pretty
Which it
common.
will.
Oh, dang it.
Although the reproduction wheels are actually a lot beefier.
I've actually never had the opportunity to mess with the slot machine mechanism in this game. Probably better that way.
Interesting that the rat shot on this game and Dracula are probably almost in the same exact spot.
They are just about in the same spot. So now in this mode, she has a chance where if she completes the shot, she can get the third symbol she needs to match them all, so they line up.
That's not gonna do it.
Shoot the
That
flashing
won't
ones.
either. I'm trying. That's how I play all pinball machines.
There is no try, do or do not.
All right.
How are you, Lewis?
I'm all right. I think the elevator is a little tempting for me, so I'm going to just shoot that as much as I can. But first...
It's like everybody.
Oh, that's a low bet.
Risk it.
Boo! I wanted to risk everything, including the stuff I didn't have.
Oh, you got it.
Well,
Woohoo! All right. You can risk more than you have. That is a thing.
Can you? Can you
Yeah.
go to negative?
You don't go to negative, you go to zero,
Go to
but...
zero.
wait, so the game will actually just put up a number that you're not even at yet?
Exactly.
And then Tony comes and breaks your fingers.
Can't pay them off. That would be awesome, though. Negative points.
Be nice.
Nice.
That works.
Elevator madness. This is the same mode
That was
we
like
saw
the
Chris
best
in.
drain ever.
Everybody is so lucky on this game tonight.
Best. Yeah, what mod did you put in this? Like, this game is way too lucky right now.
This game can be a long player, especially not in tournament mode because it loves to give out extra balls. So to give you a little bit more of the backstory, in 1911, Trixie's mom gave birth to her, and Tex is forced to be a single parent. I don't know when Tex got brought into this story.
Well, it'd be very weird if Trixie's mom didn't give birth to Trixie.
Wouldn't it, though? In 1950, Walter comes to town. He meets Tony, and they become partners. They start the W&T Palace, a struggling casino. Tony then cheats Walter out of half of the casino, and Walter disappears.
Thanks to Bazru for raiding our room with his broadcast on Twitch.
Yeah, thanks, Bazzer.
Thank you.
You made Lewis drain. Good job.
That's actually really easy to do. Highly distracted player.
So I think Priyanka hasn't played roulette yet.
No, I hope I can.
You got to take a chance.
I hope I'm lucky. Oh,
You
yeah.
can
I love-
select the eye and hopefully hit that.
I love ABBA.
Oh, she's got the T.
So Priyanka, your favorite game of chance is dice. Anything in particular?
Ow!
Nice. What?
Multi-ball.
You can usually find Priyanka outside throwing dice against the wall, trying to hustle for money.
Yes.
She rolls the bones,
Yep.
as they say.
Roll the bones.
That's every week I make a subtle rush dig to try to convince Stern or Jersey Jack or somebody to hear me out.
You're just going to have to build it yourself.
I'm skilled, but not anywhere remotely near that skilled. I have all the appreciation for somebody who can see something like that from beginning to end. Unfortunate drain there.
They're messing around.
All right, CDs.
All right, what?
Let's see how it's done. I want you to aim for nothing but roulette.
What?
Just
Okay.
You were convinced quite easily
that?
there.
Oh, I aimed for the roulette and I missed. Can I aim for this? Is this all right? Jackpot! Ah!
Oh no.
Oh, this is bad. Ah! You can't choose.
No, you can't move them. You can't move. You can't move the outline lights on this game.
Chris, take a seat.
You
fail.
managed to hit roulette 0 times there.
So
job.
disappointed in you.
Good job. It's not as easy as it looks, kids.
All right.
Rachel's favorite game of chance is Dungeons and Dragons. That, I think, is a pinball machine Papa does not have. Is that correct?
We do
I
not own
love
game.
that.
That's a
machine.
fun game.
Oh, come on.
What?
What?
Oh,
Rude.
So
Well.
why didn't you get the ball save there? I don't understand.
Because it's mean. It's well, I mean,
if you hit the skill shot, does
who
it take
done
away
it?
the ball save?
Oof.
who done it giveth and who done it take it away.
Whodunit is just laying a dirty hit on everyone.
It was being lucky for everybody.
It was being
but
real
now
nice
it's-
before.
No, it's not.
Speaking
Yay,
of dirty hits, oh
roulette.
my goodness, come on. I want to bet real money, not...
Not $98 million.
Monopoly
I mean,
money.
God forbid.
Those are points.
Oh,
not dollars.
whatever.
See, I would have won like $500 million.
Red, another
Monopoly
winner.
money.
CDs and Lewis are going to the casino after this.
I don't think it works the same way there.
Wild? More wild?
Why does
What?
it pop up
Okay.
with D, U, and P?
I think that means you get.
That would be our friend Christy
So-
Payne.
Every
The last
time
person to
you get to the roof, you get to put your initials in for that at the end of the game. And I think, we think DUP is Christian Dupain, a local Pittsburgh player.
Interesting.
Yep, that would be our local yokel.
Yeah, all you gotta do is get to the roof after solving a mystery, and you get the honor of putting your name in.
And then it just shows up every time the roulette thing pops up.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
There's a lot of games of this era that had weird things to enter initials for.
Corvette.
I remember
Your initials are
Junkyard,
on the plate.
Junk Champion.
Champion Pub was Jump Champion. James, I think you were in the game with me that 3 of the 4 of us in a 4-player group all beat the record on the same game with 30 or whatever the max is.
So who actually gets their
the
initials
last
on?
person to do it, which was Jim. So it's the one and only time I was ever that coordinated
big
with
roulette.
jumping rope.
Well,
I got nothing.
I actually have to get the
Oh,
roulette.
it wasn't lit.
There it is. Big money.
Do you notice there's no
moderate
green
money.
on this roulette table? It's kind of shady.
65.
Yeah, this is.
There we go.
Nudge. Nudge. Oh, he hit it.
3 for
Whoa.
3.
Let's go for it again. Actually, shoot that. Then we'll go for it. Extra ball.
So we got a
Bar.
question from YouTube. GJ Bowdry asks if Papa has a Gottlieb's victory, Doug.
So I think there are 2 Gottlieb victory games. We don't have either one of them. I
Is
think
there
there's
one?
an EM victory, and then there's the victory that's a car racing game.
Yeah.
No, it's Mad Max.
Mad Max.
If you ever look at the back glass on it, the Indy cars, they're
Oh, it's unlicensed.
they're completely innocent, but they are loaded to the, they are decked out with the nines with machine guns, spikes. It's probably the most subtle Mad Max reference you'll ever see.
Can you have a subtle Mad Max reference?
I was just gonna ask that.
So DJ Real, who we had on the stream last week, he's got a Gottlieb victory in his collection that we get to play from time to time. It's kind of a underappreciated game.
It's not as good as Excalibur,
No, it's not.
which we also don't have. Unfortunately.
Here we go again.
Oh wow, double drain.
Oh, that's an Evan Bookbinder drain
That's,
if I
that's
ever
2
saw
balls
one
in
of
a
those.
row.
I think that puts you in the lead though with
I
that roulette
think
win.
Lewis needs to stop watching my play. You're acquiring bad habits.
Nobody should watch Evans
Yeah,
play.
it's been
just
really-
Train
by
was
the
so
way.
sad.
Been really atrocious lately.
That drain was sad.
It was really sad. It was perfect though. So I have to get the eye then, right?
You have to plunge the eye. Yep. It's a light roulette.
So like super soft.
No.
No.
That plunger's weak.
Boom. Oh, no.
I thought I had it.
I thought you had it too. It gave you the
Oh,
no,
there
we
you
got
go.
it anyways. There we go.
Well, it's because she had it lit.
Okay.
No, she didn't have it lit yet.
No, I was wrong.
Who did it?
Bruno.
I like how we just
Trixie.
immediately...
It's Trixie.
Oh, it's not even an option.
I like how we just immediately start incriminating people. I don't need to ask any questions.
Doesn't mean you're not guilty.
Oh, that right outlane has been...
A lot of
They're
backspin.
real large.
Has
You
been
can't
bad.
even.
Yeah, they're set up kind of tough. The outlanes are open all the way, and I don't think there's rubber on that.
I was just
going
gonna
to
ask, Priyanka, you're looking at the thing. Is there rubber on the posts?
Who's player 3?
Scout
Yeah.
Pilgrim is player 3.
There's rubber on the lower. Like,
So Lewis took the most chances
Okay.
and won.
Caught me on my cookie break.
There's a perfect shot of the rubber on the post. Thanks, James.
Appreciate that.
Great.
Someone did a nice shop job there.
Papa Tech's always on top of everything.
Outstanding.
Our techs are
Very,
amazing.
very clean play field.
So, Lewis, what's the difference when you start a game at Ask Novice or Regular? What's the difference between those two?
I don't know it exactly for Whodunit, but
Did I
usually
just hear
they-
you
Wait,
say
wait,
you
wait!
didn't know
Stop
the rules?
presses. We need
stop the
replay.
presses. Yes.
Lewis doesn't know something.
CDs does.
CDs does.
You press the left flipper for novice, the right flipper.
So if you guys couldn't hear that, I'm sure Chris said he pressed the left flipper to start novice and the right to start regular.
And that would be the
And
difference,
that is
folks.
true. That is correct.
Yes.
They are on different sides.
Yes.
If anyone in chat knows the actual answer.
Usually they try to give you some guaranteed amount of play time and that kind of stuff.
I'm just literally in a state of shock that our own Encyclopedia Britannica did not know the
That
answer
is
to
weird
this.
that Lewis did not know the rule. You clearly did not have time to do homework before tonight's stream.
No,
course.
I just came from tutoring and a bunch of other stuff.
Not on this
Bit of
game.
You obviously weren't tutoring people on
Oh no,
Whodunit.
I was tutoring math. Like
I know.
how statistically improbable it is I could actually do this well in roulette.
Like last week, I felt amazing because I had this extensive rules advantage on the new Black Knight because Lewis hadn't played it yet.
Risk it.
I mean, I may
You know,
have binged
so-
that game over the weekend because I had Friday off for the holidays, and
There it is,
I love
another
it.
winner.
So James zoomed in on this phone. Have you guys seen the? There's like a funny video of this mom giving one of these phones to a bunch of teenagers, like recently, and asked them to dial a number, and they have no idea how to use this type of telephone,
If you know how to use that phone, you're old.
like us.
Yes, exactly.
Or you watch a lot of old movies. I mean, there are other reasons.
No,
I'm
you're
26. Am I old?
Yes.
I know how to use it.
Old. Do you know how to use that phone?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Yep.
Gasp.
Too old. This is literally off the hook.
Well, let's lit again. Here we go.
No.
Big money. Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, this is all about
I
roulettes.
want to
No
go to
phone.
the casino, not answer the phone.
There we
I
go.
answer the phone any day. I actually have to walk to the
what was the
rivers.
bet? I didn't see what the bet.
175 that I just lost in the drain.
Oh, hey,
Black.
good on you.
That's okay. You
Good
still,
on me.
You still have 60 million.
Tex and Tony became obscenely rich from the palace.
There you go, Doug. There's your story.
Yeah, so I think it's time for the third installment of the Whodunit histories.
So when we last spoke, Tony cheated Walter out of his half of the casino, and then Walter just disappeared. But 2 years later, in 1917, Walter returned to Europe to find that Victoria's mother had died, and that Victoria has grown up in a boarding school.
Gasp.
Victoria looks amazingly like her mother. Walter can only think of how much he loved Mia when he sees Victoria. Walter changes his name to Butler.
Wait.
Wait, that's
you
his
can
name and
legally
not his
change your
title?
name to
Changed it.
Butler?
He changed his name to Butler.
Butler the Butler.
He tells
It was
Victoria.
Butler with the butler and the butler.
He tells Victoria that he used to work for her mom, and she hires him as her manservant.
Does he-
Butler, formerly known as Walter, trapped by the memory of Mia, does whatever Victoria says. Victoria treats Butler like dirt, as she does almost everyone.
So, Lewis, who's acquired like 5 extra balls already that aren't worth jack squat.
No. We have to talk about this story a little bit more.
Douglas Polka has set this to 2.
That
There's
is,
a legal limit.
There's the limit.
This story is like way more interesting
Yeah.
than Days of Our Lives.
So Brian Granham on YouTube answered a question. The novice mode will let you play for a set amount of time instead of a set number of balls. So thank you for that.
I'm more concerned about like this guy dated the mother and now the daughter and this whole.
Did Walter
weird thing.
know that he could just become a butler and he didn't have to actually change his name to Butler?
Well, I think that's. I mean, I'm just speculating.
Max got.
But
Bruno.
I'm thinking that
Yeah.
Walter's going to come back to town.
It can't be
and
Bruno.
get Tony
Is he going
I
to come back
lied.
as Butler or as Walter?
as Butler because he's
As
hiding his
Butler.
identity now. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he could like pop out at the end and be like, "Look, it's me, Walter, your old nemesis. You thought I was Butler the whole time."
Thought I was Butler.
All right, so now that Lewis correctly guessed the suspect, he got to the roof, which is like a hurry up mode. Put it in the phone, 100 million, case closed,
Boom, he did.
Put him in the slammer.
multi-ball, and all sorts of good stuff's happening now. This is a really point lucrative mode, which I'm hoping Lewis just completely pisses away on the next roulette spin.
Yeah.
You mean I'm not gonna try to do that? I thought that was the whole point of the stream.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
the highest amount that roulette will bet?
A lot.
Is it in the billions?
I've seen. Just,
Oh, it's definitely in the
I've seen
billions.
today. CDs had a
Sweet.
spin for like 600 million. So we definitely want to see you wager all of this.
Yes.
Oh, gladly.
Yeah, so this 100 million per shot stuff can just get carried away, especially if you have good ball control.
Yeah, a good game in this scores in the tens of billions on Whodunit.
So Pete is in the YouTube chat, Pete Hendricks, and he says that Lewis here is going to have a really hard time losing any significant amount of money on roulette on this.
Well, he
Like-
said the max is 2 billion.
Yeah.
So that's still significant.
Not at this point.
There's not many
Like-
games of pinball
He's
I'd
only
want
got-
to lose 2 billion points on. But Lewis just having
Dun,
an
dun, dun.
excellent multi-ball, and now that we're back to single ball play, we
Get
will
over there.
have a new murder suspect and a
Oh, he's trying
giant
to light that
roulette
roulette
spin.
shot.
There it is.
I like the strategy
Oh.
here.
Billy 5. Let's go. Money.
Cool.
Come on, baby.
Nudge. Nudge.
Look at. Oh,
Bum, 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 bum,
Billy
bum.
five.
Still
Gone.
got a
Just like that.
billion.
All that hard work.
Walter.
His name's
His
Walter.
Walter's, yes.
Victoria treated Walter like dirt.
You know, we should have
Obviously, if Victoria's treating him like dirt, she must have put him in the. Yep.
put him
in
rolled
the
out
dirt now.
Dragon, Doug, and that way every time
Which
you
one?
lose all your points, and it just goes bow.
Ah, the inner flip dragon.
There really is only one dragon.
No.
That other game doesn't count.
It does so.
Ah! And there's the slip.
Despite losing $1.5 billion on roulette, you've had a good ball so far.
Perhaps.
He's still at 2 billion. See if
Don't
you
be
can lose
smug
that.
about it or anything.
I mean, you should definitely bet that amount. Too.
Oh, I mean, I have a lit roulette wheel. I'll
it'll come
put
back.
that up to the auto
Come
fire.
back.
Auto fire.
Please automatically fire.
There it is.
Nice
Big
shot.
money. Yes.
Oh.
1.1.
All right.
Come on, Black. Let's go, Black.
Oh!
There it is.
Darn.
All gone again. So, can you go from like
Hey,
4
Lewis.
billion to 0?
You're probably not GCing this game.
No, you can get it all back. I mean, that's,
feel
that's
lucky.
the gambler's mentality.
I feel the need to point out this is still ball one.
It's like the Martindale strategy
you
here.
can get it all back. Just keep
Oh,
betting.
the Martingale
Eventually
betting?
lose your way.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
that's a good
build
floor.
up the bankroll again, and bet more money.
So I can't remember what they all are, but each floor on the elevator is a mode or question or something, and
Yeah.
the 7th floor happens to be a pretty lucrative place to get off
Penthouse as
because
well.
it's a 2-ball multi-ball.
Do you ever get to choose which floor, or is it just completely randomized?
Okay, so the elevator, what we can't see is if you hit the ball dead center, there is like an inverse ramp, like on the new Munsters. On
Right.
the right side, okay? If the ball goes to the left or to the right, you'll see there's 3 ramps kind of that come off the top. If it goes to the left or right, that it's up or down elevator, and that will raise or lower the floor. And if it goes through the center, that exits the elevator to whatever floor you're on.
Interesting.
Oh, go up there.
And you can tell what floor you're
Don't
on.
go down there.
As you hit that elevator shot and it goes out to the left or the right, the display looks like an elevator and it shows you what floor number you are on. And I heard a rumor that the basement is an interesting place to go.
The basement's always the scariest place in a hotel to go. You never want to go there.
Meet me in the basement.
All right, 572.
Bet it. Obviously got to bet it. I can't be wrong this many times.
No, you can't. There's no way.
It's foolproof. Wow. Okay.
And he's correct.
So you go back up to $2 billion. See, you can win it all back.
So there's the penthouse.
Which I want to go to.
You do.
There
Nice
we
shot.
go.
Penthouse
Nice.
party.
So now we're gonna be.
There's a
popping
lot of champagne.
Yeah,
Nice.
we just popped bottles.
So every shot is a 10 million increment counter. This can get pretty lucrative.
And if you're hitting the center ramp, you're feeding your flipper, which makes it easier to
Right.
hit that ramp.
It is on a timer, but
And while we're at it, I mean, let's celebrate with some more roulette.
800 million on this one.
Yeah, let's celebrate with some more
You're
roulette.
due.
This can't go wrong.
You're due. Oh well.
I'll just win it back on the in the bottles.
Yeah, buy more champagne.
Buy more champagne.
I love on the independent roulette wheels the whole "you're due" thing.
You're due.
Somewhere out there, Bo and Karen's is like crying in
That
his
is
hands.
that is a mathematical
that's-
certainty.
That's not how this
factor.
works.
The do factor. Everybody
That's right.
knows about
Yeah, it's the
that.
do factor. Everybody's got their lucky machine.
I'm due to win
Everybody's got their
Powerball.
lucky wheel. And I don't have my lucky drain.
That's a good shot of Tony's Palace, aka the elevator.
Hey, Lewis, that was a really crappy ball one. If you could try better when you get back up at the
I
game.
know. I didn't even get to risk $2 billion.
I know.
I want to risk $2 billion. God.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. That'll be the end of the broadcast.
Very good, very good.
So in 1919, Tex formed a partnership with Tony, and
Oh,
they
tell me
created
more.
the TNT Palace, which is not the W&T Palace, which was the earlier casino. This casino thrives, and they become rich. Tony and Tex each get a tattoo on the arm that reads TNT Palace. Trixie is 8 and has a crush on Tony. Tony and Tex are brothers.
Woo.
That didn't read so much like a story as the
No.
like
Yeah, that wasn't that great.
It's kind of a
It's just a
letdown,
dossier.
actually.
which one of these is the youngest type of riddles. There's like another page and a half of that, by the way.
Well, we're gonna get through all of it.
In May of 1922, Butler suspects the fate of his daughter's past husbands and encourages Victoria to go after Tony. Victoria shows up with Butler, who he also knows Walter. Victoria and Tony have been lovers off and on for a couple years. Tony still avoids her grasp. Victoria marries Tex, her third husband, and then she becomes Trixie's stepmother. Tony doesn't recognize Walter because Butler is a shadow of the man Walter was.
Oh
and
my
looks
gosh.
10 years older. So he literally met the same guy and can't identify him because he changed his name.
This is like an episode of Days of Our Lives.
Dang
It's
it,
better.
Walter.
It's better.
I mean, I will
There's-
grant you that, but
I don't know which Bally employee wrote this, but this is gold.
This is, I mean, why don't all pinball machines come with like 3 pages of notes on where the story started? Like,
Because everything's a license dub, that's
don't
why.
you want to know where the Black Knight came from? Like, what's his deal? Why does he have skeletons? Was his name
Black
Walter?
Knight.
Yeah, like you don't know because nobody told you.
But according to Tim Sexton, his hair is real. With
Tim,
every pinball machine purchase, The Black Knight's hair is real.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Like it's made of real people?
That's Soylent
It's made
Green
of real
pinball. That's
human
not out
hair.
yet.
So I think what needs to happen here is Tim Sexton needs to put an Easter egg in Black Knight where somewhere the Black Knight is called Walter.
I like this plan.
And then we can complete the loop.
Yeah, see, like, Bob was used in every game for, like, 10 years in the 90s, whatever, and I think, I agree. Walter should be the next thing.
Right? So she has a chance to get her ball back here.
And that
And I
would
don't.
not
She gets
happen.
And I don't.
Back to that guy who just plays forever. Boring.
What do you mean? You don't? You guys didn't? You guys don't like watching roulette?
I love roulette. I think you should do it some more.
I mean, there's people in the thousands who will watch people gamble on Twitch. So why not us?
I feel like this is a step back from Riverboat Gambler in that you don't have the green button.
Do you think people online are actively betting on Lewis's outcomes?
Hey, so on Twitch, Pins Rule asks, Dialed In came with a comic book. Is Whodunit as good a read as the Dialed In
I've
comic
never
book?
seen it.
Ooh,
I
never
never
seen
have
it.
either.
Dialed-in comic book is good.
And I have a dial.
We have a
Why
dialed
did-
in.
Why didn't I get a
You
comic
don't
book?
know?
This is like,
Have you ever opened the
this is
coin
like
door?
The soap opera of pinball.
I don't think so. It never breaks.
Woo!
Yeah, it is pretty sturdy.
True, it is pretty sturdy. Congrats, Jersey Jack, on that. Nice win there.
But I am going to go look as soon as we're done with this broadcast tonight, see if I can find this comic book.
Does it explain why the guy on the back glass is wearing mom jeans?
Let's see. I'm gonna blame
It might.
Walter because he seems to be shady.
We can only hope, Doug.
Doesn't Deadpool come with a comic book too?
Deadpool comes with a soundtrack if
yeah,
you want
with
it.
a record.
That's awesome. I did download the soundtrack.
They did good work on the original music on that game. So Lewis is now trying to build up his points so he can fritter them away gambling again.
Of course,
Oh,
he
yeah.
gets a second chance. So any lit shot like that one will complete that.
Yep.
And that's solid 75 mil. Back over 3 billion. Imagine what you'd have if you hadn't blown your life savings.
I will continue to blow my life savings after this.
Wasted it all
Hopefully
at the
log break.
casino.
Also, 10x bonus from all this roulette.
I feel like in the 30s, Lewis would have been one of those like ne'er-do-wells who's constantly, asking for money, and then once he's got $20 in his pocket, he goes to the casino.
So Chris with the
Quick drink.
wait, yeah, hold on. We're in
Okay,
one sec.
so the dialed-in comic book, you could only get a physical copy with the LE version.
But you have an LE, don't you?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
don't
actually
remember.
don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Does it have the blue trim
I
or
can get some
the
points so I can
stainless?
play the.
I don't remember.
It's got the blue trim.
Then you have an LE.
Oh, well, I didn't get a comic book.
I'm going to go hunting for this comic book.
I know. Now I want to read it.
Yep.
I want to know everything about every backstory of every pinball.
Jersey Jack, if you're listening, Papa needs a comic book.
Speaking of, Doug, let's hear some more backstory.
Oh, this next one's long. In 1923, January, Victoria and Tony conspire to kill Tex. That went off the rails.
Well, there's the answer right there. Who
That
done it?
escalated
Here's the
quickly.
plan. The plan was Victoria gets the money and Tony gets the casino. Tex overhears Victoria's half of the conspiracy. When she hangs up the phone, there's a phone in the game too.
Oh.
He roughs her up and threatens that if anything happened to him, she would be sorry. Butler witnessed this, also known as Walter. So he witnessed
Black
Tex
Knight?
roughing up Victoria. Unknowing to Victoria or Tony, Butler sabotages the brakes of Tex's car.
Oh,
Tex
nice.
drives off a cliff. Car explodes, body was never found.
Butler did it.
It actually says that.
Drives off a cliff.
Tex drives off a cliff, car explodes, body was never found.
Car explodes.
And then we continue. Tex,
But wait, there's more.
Tex, injured and disfigured, makes it to an underground doctor / plastic surgeon. Tex is reborn as Bruno. That's where Bruno comes from. Bruno has one
God, this is
agenda,
killing me.
to get Victoria for attempting to kill him. No one will get in his way. Victoria, or Trixie, who is now 11, moves in with Tony. Victoria cannot be tied down with the child. Tony is the closest family that Trixie has. She resents Victoria for this and still has a crush on Tony. Tony and Victoria each believe that the other did the break job on Tex. Victoria and Butler leave for Europe in search of another husband for Victoria. TNT Palace becomes Tony's Palace. To be continued.
This is why I sucked at reading comprehension in
It
school.
literally says Tex drives off a cliff, car explodes, body was never found. That's part of the story of the game.
It's
But then
gotta
he
be
goes to
Trixie.
see a doctor who is also a plastic surgeon
Right.
because doctors and plastic surgeons are not in the same category. Like, plastic surgeons are not doctors.
I mean,
Except this guy is special. He's a doctor and a plastic
he's an
surgeon.
underground doctor / plastic surgeon too.
Yeah.
So
So
he's
he
one
owes
of
somebody
those-
some money.
he's one of those unlicensed doctors.
One of those unlicensed plastic surgeons.
Meanwhile, our private investigator, Nick, was it?
Nick Spade.
Okay. Got the killer, tried to perform a death save or something. I'm not sure exactly. And unfortunately, drained.
So nobody is who they appear to be in Whodunit.
No, everybody has a new name.
Yeah.
In 1930, Trixie and Tony are lovers, but Tony will not commit. Tony gives her a job at his casino. He keeps her on a string, never letting her get enough money to be free.
Oh my
Priyanka, you have to play.
Priyanka
You-
can't.
No.
She's laughing too hard to launch. It's
god.
hilarious.
Like,
There's only
Tony
two.
and Bruno are the same person?
No.
No?
Tex and Bruno.
Tex is Bruno, and Butler is Walter.
Because Tex, despite having driven off a cliff when the car exploded, the body was never found because he ran away to the underground plastic surgeon.
Right.
Yes.
And then he became Bruno.
That's
So-
amazing that plastic surgery was at that state in the 1930s.
That was 1932.
Basically-
in January of 32.
Basically, back then, all they did was really change people's noses so that they could avoid the law.
So they could change their name and get revenge, apparently.
Yep.
That's what goes on.
There was just a lot of revenge in the 30s, is what I'm learning.
In 1932, Bruno went on a fact-finding mission about Victoria. Bruno, who is Tex. He learns all about her and her dead husbands. He learns about her real father. He also learns about her relationship with Tony. He now suspects Tony and Victoria of, quote, fixing his brakes. Tony unknowingly hires Bruno, who's Walter, to work for him. Bruno wants to be close.
Wait,
because
Bruno's
he-
not
wait,
Walter.
Bruno's not Walter. Who's
Bruno is Tex.
Bruno's Tex, that's right. Another twist. Bruno wants to be close because he knows that sooner or later Victoria will show up. He wants to keep an eye on Trixie, his daughter. Trixie has been his only reason to live on some dark, lonely nights. Bruno keeps a locker full of Trixie pictures and news clippings.
Okay, that's
That's
creepy.
not creepy.
That is not appropriate behavior.
Jeez, mind you that Bruno is injured and disfigured, or at least he's still disfigured at some point.
So the plastic surgeon was really crappy then. If he's still disfigured from
I
the
don't know.
exploding
I
car.
don't know. I've kind of lost the narrative thread here.
Yeah, and the timeline is completely jumbled.
No, it's going in order. There's a date entry for each of these. So 1934, which was yesterday, according to this. Bruno waits for the day he can extract his revenge on Victoria and Tony. Tony thinks all is well and is ready to enjoy the good life he deserves. Trixie has finally learned that Tony is not to be trusted and she must do what it takes to protect herself. Victoria and Butler show up and try to snag Tony once more. And that's where we start the adventure.
So Bruno is Tex, and
Bruno's Tex.
Tex becomes Bruno, rather, and Walter becomes Butler.
Yeah.
Did
Correct.
anybody else change identities
I don't think so.
before we started this adventure in pinball?
I don't think so. Victoria's got 4 dead husbands.
Well,
Only 4?
Only 4.
I'm sure they all deserved it.
Like, if she asks you on a date, you run.
Is Tex considered one of the dead husbands?
Ooh, good question.
As far as she knows, yes.
The body was
Yeah,
never
I mean,
found.
Tex drives off a cliff, car explodes, body was never found.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
there
So
you
he's an ex-husband, like ex.
So Lewis is
Person.
actually, if we are paying any attention to this pinball machine whatsoever.
I mean, the story is so
well,
What do you
the end
mean?
of
I'm not
that.
here.
But I was saying you were getting pretty far through getting all the floors on the elevator, which is not an easy task.
So in addition to the floors, there's also 5 different cases you can work. Missing bullet, broken mirror, bloody dagger, sticky fingers, and the tattoo. So I wonder if you go through the game, because I don't know the answer to this, maybe someone here does, or maybe chat. Does each crime have a different perpetrator, or can some people double up and be really bad people?
Oh, can you get the
Like,
same
could I be
person
guilty
twice?
for all 5 crimes?
Can somebody be innocent is a better question.
They have an alibi.
Everybody has an alibi.
That's what they do.
I would hope the same person could be guilty twice, only because by the time you get toward the end state of the game, it's an easy guess.
You would think so. I don't know what's the benefit to playing for the cases. I don't think I've ever seen someone play for the
Well,
cases.
there's huge points when you get to the
Come
roof.
on, Red.
There's huge points in roulette.
Oh.
If
Nice.
you win, like that.
Boom.
So, Chris with the really nice sport coat, his hair's tied up.
He's
You know who he kind of reminds me of?
Don't even say it.
You ever watch Kindergarten Cop?
Okay, you can say
Doug.
that one. That's fine.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, man. Elizabeth?
No?
Nope.
Wow, I'm sitting next to people who have not seen one of the greatest Arnold Schwarzenegger films of all time. But
Is it Commando? Then
No.
Is it?
Chris-
Is it?
Chris looks like the bad guy, Cullen Crisp. Don't ask how I know that, Fred Cochran.
So Pete on the YouTube chat tells us that some people can double up, and sadly, there's nothing special for solving all 5 cases. That seems like it's begging for a code
I
update.
think
Yeah.
you need a code update
Soren,
where you
code
get to
update.
murder all of these terrible people.
And yes, and also one of the people needs to change their name again to like Doug.
And you find out that, like, Nick Spade is really Tony.
Yeah, like Nick Spade should just murder everybody.
Nick Spade is actually Victoria.
And then change his name to Detective.
Yes.
No chance.
Because you change your name to your job position.
Right.
Right.
That's how it works.
They just call me Chef.
All right, Rachel, what are you going for? You gonna aim for that eye?
I'm gonna try and get the skill shot. I haven't played roulette all. Nope. I think I still had ball save. Cause that's yep,
Yep, that's coming back.
that's coming back.
So it's just getting some really bad angles.
Ball
off this
3,
game.
you're
Here we
down
go.
by a bunch. What are you going for?
Multi-ball, come on. There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
That's
Finally,
exactly what you
something.
need. Now, is this game set up so it will give you a multi-ball if you need it?
Like the quote-unquote pity multi-ball. I think it.
Pete
I think it
Hendricks
is.
in chat. He's already designing the rules and backstory for his new game, Whodunit 2: Trixie's Revenge. Nice
Okay,
ball control.
I like this.
Yep.
Whoop.
Oh, that's all right. That's why you have 3. So she's looking to hit that far right elevator shot.
God dang it.
Okay, she's gonna catch up on roulette shots.
She's at the point now where a roulette shot could be dangerous for everybody else.
How so? Is it gonna take points away from everybody else, or she could just
No,
win
she's,
points?
she's
Dang
gonna
it.
win. She
Gotcha.
hasn't played it
Oh.
yet. She's due.
Nice ball.
You know,
Still haven't
but
played it.
code update. I like that, stealing points from everybody.
You know what? You proposed this last week, Evan, and nobody else is on board. So
Oh.
stop. Lewis gets to put his names up. Oh, so the next time that somebody gets the roulette or the slot
I don't know what
thing,
you're talking
it's
about.
gonna have his
Tony.
initials instead of
You're
DUP.
tiny.
I'm Tony.
Who's tiny.
Yeah, no, Tony did put up that score, not Lewis.
Regardless, it's gonna show those initials instead of DUP, right?
Tony.
Sorry, Christian, you're bounced. Nice game. 4 billion. You threw away like 3.5, something like that. So. All right. I guess we're gonna give this one more shot.
Who done it?
Doug, when was the last time you played pinball?
I played Black Knight.
Awesome.
Earlier
Good
this
choice. Excellent choice.
Very good choice.
I played too much Black Knight.
Look at the camera.
Is there too much Black Knight?
Sorry.
I think I was there on Friday for multiple hours.
Yeah. I
So-
may have been there when Fred showed up with it, and I was like, I guess I'm not going anywhere now.
So
I
I'm
took
hearing
over after you left.
new voices in my head, and so Doug obviously at the machine, and Elizabeth has left the booth and have been replaced by I'd say an improvement on both sides here. I've got
Oof.
Priyanka Kochar to my left and Tony to my right.
Hi there.
Tony Bevins, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here. Ah, the most important item of the game, the revolver.
Is that the only weapon?
Yes.
I mean, there's other things you could use as weapons.
But you know, like this has like a kind of like Clue feel, and there's like tons of weapons in Clue.
Yeah, there's still the bloody dagger, the broken glass. There's no pipe.
So was this
They don't even give you a bullet for your
Brisket.
gun.
game like one of those we couldn't get the Clue license and filled in the blanks, or?
I'm not sure.
No, they wrote their own story for this.
This is true. They did. They absolutely did kill the story.
I'm surprised there isn't like a twin involved in that long story.
I'm wondering when the movie was supposed to come out. Why
Did we
it
get
got
to the end of the
canceled.
story, or was there more?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
It still seemed too long.
Oh, you should have had that, sir.
So just a little side note about why the revolver is important. It is the one item in the game that allows you to boost your jackpots for multi-ball. Every time you hit a pop bumper, if you have the revolver, the jackpots will advance by 1 million.
How do you know that?
Priyanka, like I said before, when he didn't know what novice mode did, and I'm like in speechless shock.
I'm
I
tried
I'm-
guessing.
He knows everything.
Yeah, I understand that. I was just like, that is such a. I've never heard that before.
Like, it would be a stretch to say this shot increases the jackpot value, right?
Yeah.
But for him to know by the exact point
Exact-
value
yeah.
increment, I can't keep up
Are you
with
sure
that.
it's only 1 million?
Let's find out.
So did you read the
It might be
manual
two.
too?
I think it's like 5 million or 10 million or 25 million, something like that. It's something ridiculous.
I guess we're gonna have to find out.
Well, we're going to have to find out if Chris can get lucky with the roulette wheel.
I can't even get lucky with the elevator, man. I keep popping it right back in my face. Oh, that one worked.
He's going up the elevator, going down the elevator, and going out the out lane.
Does that mean you jump out of the elevator?
Mm,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
surprised nobody like cut the rope at the top of the elevator
Yeah.
and just crashed down to the basement.
there's a lot of different ways that they could have killed people off that they didn't go for. All the classics.
I wish that roulette in the top right part of the playfield was functional.
Hey, that would have been cool.
I bet you someone makes something. Actually, when you said that YouTube video or whatever, when somebody was like, hey, dial someone on this rotary phone, I watched that. It was so funny. Because they
Like,
were like,
they're completely clueless.
oh, risk it.
There we go.
Of course.
Was there another choice? Oh.
Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum.
Can you have negative points?
No.
Nope.
But you can't have 0.
Ooh.
That was a nice save.
That was an interesting flip there.
Yeah, that whole rotary phone thing was really funny. They were like trying to dial it without picking up the phone, like the handle or
The handset, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And then they were like, "What's the call button?" I was like, "There is no call button."
The call button.
How do you text with this thing?
I mean, I
But it's
guess
like, I
you
grew
could
up
make-
with that type of phone, so I don't think I'm that old, but it's just funny to watch kids have no idea how to use this thing.
I didn't know it gave you the choice between a Clue and multi-ball.
Well, that's the choice wild.
Lewis, you had Clue, or somebody had Clue and Extra Ball. CDs did
Chris
in the
did,
first
yeah.
game. Like, Let me think about this for a minute.
Yeah, the old-fashioned choice wild. It gives you the choice of the option on the left reel or the option on the right reel.
Oh. There's so much about this game I don't know,
All right.
but I also chose not to. This one was at the clubhouse for a while. It was never nice to me.
Yeah, me either.
It was at Kickback, too, a few years ago.
My first
That.
season of League, when I met you all, this was the last game picked in the finals that Aaron Metz won. Kind of a bizarre choice.
I think I left before that. I think I was supposed to go back to camp. So I think I got knocked out the round before. The final four. I was close.
I'm trying to remember. That was a while ago now.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll-
finals were in Southside.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Back when the Southside finals were still a thing.
Nice ball.
Nice start. And we're back to Sir Doug. How are you doing tonight, Doug?
Fantastic.
Doug's favorite game of chance is Rochambeau,
I don't know what that is.
which
What is that?
I don't think that's spelled correctly. But
It is.
James looked it up.
Yes. James got this one right.
it's not one of those like EAUX French things, huh? All right.
REAUXSHAMBEAUX.
I suppose that's a game of chance.
Roulette.
That's a nice roulette.
Come on, baby, come on.
And
Ah, this game's fixed.
this game's fixed.
You know, if I lost 424 million points, I don't think darn is the word that would come out of my mouth, but
Have you ever played this game, like, for League and someone accidentally risked it all? Because I feel like I've done that because I don't know
Yeah.
anything about this game. I'll just press flipper buttons.
but if it's set up for competition mode or tournament mode and it's every other one, you can intentionally kind of stage or rig this thing to be pretty advantageous to you, as in you're going to lose the first time, so that's one of the first things you want to do when you play the game is lose on the roulette wheel because you're not losing hardly any points.
Does that
And
carry
then-
over by player too, or is everybody set up the same?
I think
Everyone
it
is
is
set up the same.
unique. Yeah, it's lose, win, but I don't think it
I want to
carries
point
over
it out.
from
I
player
want
to
to point
player.
out that I started that ball with 500 million.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Is there a way to actually, like, cheat in roulette? I thought that was purely chance.
I appreciate that this game takes points away from my competitors and makes my score not terrible.
You
I
can't
find
cheat.
it hilarious that your favorite game of chance is driving with Doug.
Have you
And
ever done it? It's
Yes,
terrifying.
it's very scary. Doug is trying to defend himself fruitlessly.
I don't
but,
know if he's defending himself or if he's admitting that, yes, driving with him is ridiculous.
Butler is extremely loyal to me.
So, Priyanka, there is a way to cheat in roulette. Not recommended, because you will have probably your kneecaps broken and other extremities removed if you're caught, but
But it's not like card counting or whatever. It's like
that's actually illegal.
it's like math.
Card
it math?
counting's okay.
It's just frowned upon and
Yeah.
will probably get you sent out of the
Lame.
casino.
Depends on the state.
Hmm?
Well,
Missouri was totally okay with it, and they can't do anything.
Is this from personal experience?
Yep. They actually passed a law.
interesting.
Hmm,
I'm
so
just curious because, you know, you're like, oh, well, in this game, if it's in tournament setting, you can predict what it's going to be.
Right.
It's like, can that translate into real life at all? Then I just figured, no.
Well, when you go down to the Rivers Casino, you just
50,
ask the
that's
pit
it.
boss that you want to play in tournament mode.
Okay.
And he's like,
Winner.
what are you talking about? You're like, I'm here for the
This
roulette
game's
tournament.
That magnifying glass on the left or the right sling, it's you can't see
Oh,
it,
snap.
the sling at all.
Oh boy.
It's so large.
so
I like that feed out of the right in lane for the hop
oh yeah,
over
that's
there.
it was a really nice hop over. You just gotta figure out how to control it once you get it settled,
bad.
like Chris just did, and made it look cool. And there is our friend, the bendy magnifying glass.
Wait, what did I bet? I didn't see
It
it.
doesn't matter. You
150.
lost 150. He's all the way back to 17 million points.
Now it's time to lose the ball, right? Up the middle. No, get in there. Third
Ooh.
floor.
Oh.
Oh, we're so good at this. All right, who do you guys think? What do you think?
What part of the story are we in?
It's Tex. I picked Tex. Oh, I told you it was Tex.
I knew it.
I don't think that's who he picked.
He didn't pick Tex,
Dude,
he picked
all the
Victoria.
people
Picked
changed
Victoria.
names. It could be Tex. The body was never found, guys. The body was never found.
You picked a girl.
So?
Someone gets CS.
Butler's a girl's name.
Brett Butler.
Ah!
Oh, this is another game with a taxi in it.
Oh, what are you doing there? Come on. Oh, no.
That is absolutely the perfect nudge there. That was gone.
Kids, take notes at home.
Out lanes are open
They're
for
there.
business.
Oh, goodness.
The butler was found dead. Who did it?
Walter did it.
Phone's ringing, Chris.
I better answer that.
Backhand that thing.
Technically, he did kill his old persona.
Well,
Oh, come on.
no. The phone can wait.
Technically, he did kill his own persona. I like that, Priyanka. You're absolutely correct.
Risk and lose it all. But no,
Yay.
he wins.
Yay.
I think that's kind of one of the unsung heroes of playing the roulette is the bonus multiplier increment can lead to some
bring, bring.
huge values.
Oh, yeah.
Dee-ba-dee-dee.
And it doesn't
Dee-ba-dee-dee.
stop. Like, you can just keep playing the roulette, and all of a sudden, oh, look, I've got 10 times bonus.
Yeah, I don't think there's a cap.
That was a nice save
Spin,
for
spin,
having
spin.
two dangers.
I did it. Got myself a bullet. Oh, that was low. No, get back up there.
Yeah, so sometimes
No!
you can hit the
No!
elevator too hard and it will bounce back and come straight
No!
down like that. Like,
So,
thank you, Chris, for showing everyone.
Let me just do that. Oh, again.
to put it out there, there should
it
be
is.
a one-way gate that blocks this, but we here at Papa think this game is too easy and got rid of that one-way gate.
Yeah, it's sitting in a parts bin somewhere.
So
Yeah.
enter the elevator
It's
if you
sitting in a
dare.
parts bin.
It's sitting in a parts bin somewhere on the side of the road in the middle of the desert. Or hoping the police never find it.
All right.
You know, it's another game to
This is
remove.
gonna be green.
I like removing one-way gates,
Oh.
like coming out of the Beast Layer on Paragon. Mine is a two-way gate.
You're a monster.
Monster, beast.
Oh. Up, bling. Dee-ba-dee-dee.
More clues.
Dee-ba-dee-dee. I'm not going up the middle. I go up the middle, I lose the ball. Taxi. Oh boy, finger paint. That was interesting.
That
Yeah,
was
there's
a
some way-
That
thing.
happened.
If you
There we
hit
go.
the ball too hard, it will somehow launch itself on top of the the ramp.
Whoa.
And you could like,
Yeah.
it happened to me.
Targets be
Rats.
bendy, yo.
Is there like a 99 rats award for this?
I don't know. You got 96 more to go.
Okay,
and
here we go.
Roulette,
Count 'em.
roulette.
4.
I want my Dracula bonus.
I only like bats.
Oh no.
Bats and rats.
There it is. Go, 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 go.
I didn't know you guys love Star
this is
Dracula that
big.
much. Oh!
440. It's, you're not due though. You got the last two.
Swish!
Oh, from
And
way
Chris
downtown.
strikes
Count
again.
it, Priyanka.
3 in a
Lucky
row.
number 7X.
Patrick.
Ah! That's bad.
Nice save.
Into the
Oh,
roulette
wow.
for more roulette.
You want more?
Yes.
You want more?
No.
All right, this could take them all the way
Are
back to
you
about
not
100 mil.
entertained?
No!
It rattled.
No!
Boom.
It rattled.
It rattled.
Stop rattling it. It's Lewis.
Lewis. Oh boy, more finger paint.
They say player 3 has potential, but he tends to lose all his points at the
Oh.
roulette.
Have you guys ever played this game where the feed out of one of those scoops like doesn't go in the in lane? It kind of moonwalks out.
Yes. Actually, this very game
It
did
is
it
so
in
sad.
practice
Wait,
out
where's
of the
the
left
extra-
side.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks for 5 million points. Now I can bet it.
I think you have a problem. There's an 800 number for that.
Yeah, 1888.
1-800
Bets off or something.
just
1-800 gambler.
I'll just win it back. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Do you think they should have put that number on this game?
It like encourages bad behavior.
Ooh, can you gamble extra balls?
Unfortunately, no, this isn't Jersey Jack Pirates.
On my money. Is Victoria the one that died?
Actually, yeah, that would have been another interesting one. On Jersey Jack Pirates, you can gamble away your tilt warnings, and if you have no tilt warnings, it tilts your ball.
Lovely.
You can steal players' balls. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yet to see or play one, but I believe you.
Yeah, not only is there gambling against the machine, there's stealing from your friends.
I knew it wasn't him. Told you.
I'm sitting right here. How could I have done it?
Exactly. You have that guilty face.
He
with
was
it.
still really. I think everybody involved in this game is very guilty for many things. So you don't really lose.
Chris Stevens is guilty for robbing the game of a drain.
Oh, no! Oh, come on. Get up.
That's not lit.
Yeah.
And
Lit.
All right, we got the revolver, so we're going to hit some poppers. And then we're going to bet it all.
Don't forget, you have 2 dangers.
I'm never forgetting. That was impressive.
I would have forgot.
It's so easy to forget during multi-ball, and you're just like in the zone.
Or after like a 20-minute ball later.
You're like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, about that
I
tilt.
was on borrowed time.
oops.
Whoops. Come on.
It's like TNA. One of my favorite mystery awards is add tilt warning.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you don't have any left, you're guaranteed to get that award too, which is pretty awesome.
Like a mystery?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's other times where you can rock up to 3 and make.
Oh, goodness.
Oh no!
That was
I was not ready for
unlike
that.
you.
But this bonus,
That bonus.
that bonus.
Bet it.
Might be a dumb question. There are no out-of-balls in this game?
Nope.
Absolutely none.
There's ball saves, but no out of balls.
But like long ball saves, maybe. Kind of.
Like in single ball play, like how Chris
Oh,
did,
no.
you can
Oh, boy.
spin and try to get your way either into a multi-ball or into
No whammies, no whammies,
second
no
chance.
whammies, no whammies,
Yeah.
and stop on black and a
And
spin.
Chris doubles his score. Type in that
Can it
replay.
take your free game away?
It can't take your free game away, but you can earn another one.
Secret. Lock?
That's like the first lock we've seen in that side
Oh, boy.
scoop there.
The big one. The big one's coming.
There you go. No!
Oh, you.
Like, there's no direct way to hit that shot either, that side scoop.
Yeah, there isn't. That's why it's so fun. Wait, what did I bet? Black?
620, and
You're
you bet
good.
on black.
You're good.
Yeah. Oh, boy. That's not good either.
That was a cool drop kick.
Nice nudge.
Oh!
Magnifying
Bonus
glass.
Was
should
not ready for that
be
one.
about $3 bill after this. Nicely done, sir.
What
Yeah.
ball was that?
This is ball 2
Wow.
in the demonstration of the martingale strategy of gambling.
You still have a third ball to lose it all.
Or win it all in glory.
Colin in the chat says, if this was at Rivers Casino, Chris would have won at least one free buffet.
One whole buffet. Chris over in the corner contemplating what he would get at the buffet.
They do have
Always
everything.
go for the shrimp.
They do have everything. Do not go for the salad. That's rule 1 of the buffet.
Or what do they have?
Of
They have
any
cheese
buffet?
Blintzes.
Yep. Salads, bread, and soup are off limits.
Have we all been to the buffet at Rivers? Because I have.
I
They have endless mimosas, guys.
What?
Oh, that's a
I have-
pro tip right there.
Yeah,
Thanks,
well-
Priyanka.
I have not been to this buffet. Been to some of the crazy ones down in Atlantic City, but never here.
It's in your own backyard.
Yeah, literally, you could walk there from your house.
I have.
Victoria. I always felt Tony would have been a better match than Tex.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think Tex did it.
I feel so like nebby now. I know so much of the story. I'm just like, ooh,
Well, this
I'm more
is.
invested in
God
the story
dang it.
now.
Well, I mean, this is just Pinball the soap opera. It's got the longest story. It probably has the pinball equivalent of about 400 episodes already.
They should have told you that you need to read the book of Whodunit before you play it, because then everything kind of makes little sense.
So I realize I may have made a terrible mistake with my strategy.
Draining.
Gambling away all
tell.
my points.
Yeah,
When-
but if you pick Don't Risk It, you're
Well-
not invited back to PAPAtv.
So the problem is the losing part of the gambling. So we're gonna turn that around. We're gonna win now. And I'm
Just get to that 7th floor.
just win.
Just win.
Which is funny is Chris is in the background reading the soap opera.
He's studying.
Because there's a quiz at the end.
Yeah, if you want to get the GC initials in, they ask you a question about the game.
Really?
Unfortunately
find
not.
out.
Okay.
Nobody's
You
ever
don't-
found out.
I'll believe anything with this game. I mean, if there's a quiz, I need to study. You know what game has a quiz? Star Wars. There he is.
Yeah, nothing beats the NBA Fast Break quiz of how many points is this, or how
Hey-
many
Oh
points is
my
the correct
gosh.
answer worth on this
Hey-
question.
Chris, wave.
I want to correct the record on Doug's statement. Rachel actually went back to 0 points. Like, she bet everything and she lost it all, and she's kicking everybody who is not CD's butt. So always bet it all.
Always bet it all. The winner takes it all, and sometimes the winner loses it all.
All right, who did it, Elizabeth?
I love that ABBA song too.
I mean, today is ABBA Day, right?
Nobody
Take a
likes
chance.
ABBA, I guess.
I like ABBA.
Yeah.
Dancing Queen. Good choice.
Winner takes it all.
All right, the roof hurry up has begun. So you've got a roving shot.
Yeah, the game is asking you
Oh,
to go
no.
for either loop, and
Or
you
I
have to
have a
shoot.
drain.
Yep. It's either it's shoot a loop, shoot the phone, and if you shoot the phone, you tackle the perp, and you get to celebrate. Otherwise, they get away, and they go back to a life of crime, or getting murdered by their victim, which has happened.
Chris Stevens steps up with just over $3 billion. I don't think that's a really safe score, so hopefully there's some more gambling here.
Nobody's had a chance to risk $2 billion yet. I want to see it.
Yeah, PD said the cap was 2.
It's like 2.5 or something.
More rats.
So I won't go to 0?
If you believe it, you can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm thinking this rat strategy is just not very lucrative points wise.
No, the rats are going into the sewer, bringing him back dollars so he can risk them at the roulette wheel. At this point, they're just helping him out.
They're just forming a rat king at this point. to
Call
take
them
all
the Rat
pizza.
Pack.
There we
Here we
go.
go.
Oh, not enough.
Aw,
Come on, Black.
snuck under 2. Come on, baby, come on.
Bum,
Darn.
bum, bum, bum.
Cheated.
Do it again.
Woo! Oh no! Come on.
Eh, you didn't need the 5th floor anyway. There you go. That lights your roulette.
Main floor. More roulettes.
Louis, do you know what every floor does?
I
I
know.
knew that
Oh,
was gonna do that.
Kicked off that rubber to the
Ah.
life flipper.
Darn drain. There are a few important ones. The basement is Basement Madness. The main floor lights the slots on the roulette. The 7th floor is the
Elevator
Revolver.
Madness.
The 8th floor is the Elevator Madness, and the penthouse is the Penthouse Party.
I
So,
thought the 7th was Elevator Madness.
you know what's funny is like the replay to get a free game is $1.5 billion, right? If you go past that and collect the replay and then you risk too many points and lose it and go back below it, it should take away your credit.
Yay!
Hey.
Who needs evidence?
Exactly. Yeah.
Just accuse everybody.
I have a 1 in 4 chance. I will get one of them.
I don't think anyone ever gets evidence. You just gotta wing it.
Oh, that was a nice nudge.
Nice
Very
nudge.
subtle.
And we are on Tony's roof.
And Tony's like, get out of my casino.
But wait, there's more.
Second chance.
There we go.
Nice.
Sweet.
There's
Never
no
walk
more.
away.
There's no more chasing anyone on the Tony roof, but we do at least have some more pinball action for you.
Come on. Dang it.
Good enough for second place, though.
Second place.
Which is the first loser, as I heard once.
Most impressive.
Most impressive.
What's most impressive, the points he got or the points he lost?
Both.
All right.
You're just gonna put butt.
But
Chris is entering the initials. You can't see that. B-U-T. That's
He's the butt.
fantastic. There we go. All right, nice games, everybody. So, for those of you following tonight on YouTube and Twitch, thank you so much for watching and bearing with us during the relentless storytelling of this amazing epic tale of Whodunit.
It was a real journey.
It was quite the journey. As we switch over to our second game of the night, Vegas, we'll tell you about our upcoming broadcasts. Next week, we will feature another band from my favorite area of the country, Boston, is Aerosmith, followed by a great old classic, which has been painfully miserable to, I think, all of us at this table at one point or another.
I love it.
Old Chicago. Yeah, super fun game. It's just brutally hard at times.
And then the week after that, May 7th.
All classics night. Look at that.
It's my week. It's going to be Mars Trek, Aquarius, and Stargazer. So maybe a little horoscope action. They're all beautiful games.
Yeah. And I'm really excited to see Stargazer, but
Ooh,
that
yes.
Aquarius, I think, is one of our local Matt Schwab's game.
It's
And it's one of the
beautiful.
coolest LED jobs I've ever seen. So shout out to Matt. You guys will get to see that in a couple weeks.
And I think Stargazer, it has like a updated rules.
Yeah, that's one of our recent pickups. I haven't even played this copy yet.
oh
so.
yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, so we decided we're going to do classics in a couple weeks here. So we've pushed back again the Johnny Mnemonic and Spectrum episode. I think we're waiting for a code update on Spectrum.
Yeah, and I think we didn't find out a way to get the spinner rusty enough on Johnny Mnemonic yet.
So
Mnemonic.
maybe if we get that code update, May 14th is looking like the date we'll air those games. I know everybody on the streams is very anxious to see those. So.
And all games are subject to change.
And while we're also waiting, in 2 weeks, the circuit's back in town, baby. PinFest 2019 from Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's a great event. It's also a great tournament with the Open Division, a limited entry 24-game best game format.
Look at that cow.
So, like, I'm totally selfish. I want to go to the show every year. It keeps ending up May 4th, which is my wedding anniversary, and it's a no-go. But, man, this they hit a home run here with this logo.
Oh, yes. Shout-outs to Beck Guzzler for putting out this logo. She's been doing amazing graphical work recently for a lot of stuff in Eastern PA.
So what's the story behind the cow? I think I have an idea. I mean, there's kind of a couple stories behind the cow, but...
So, actually, I was given the full story behind the cow. It's to pay homage to the fact that this is held at the Agriplex every year. This is kind of like Allentown's big agricultural
lift
center.
that up. I don't know if everybody can see
These
that.
are the trophies from last year, the cow trophy. There's also a lot of farms nearby, a lot of dairy farms. A lot of that area is essentially like PA cow country.
Okay.
So they've gone full on, and not just with the pinball, but also with the just agriculture around there. Also, there are 6 other divisions that will be going on kind of with the main bank. We've got a women's, a seniors, a kids, a young adults for you teenagers out there, newbies for people who haven't played in 5 events, and
That's awesome.
today they've announced a Pinburg division, where the top finisher will be getting a all expenses paid entry to Pinburg, and they'll be giving another one randomly away to everybody who signs up. It's an extra $30 on top of the rest of the show, but you can win your way into Pinburg. There's also 2 side tournaments, the Gauntlet, which is 5 games that we have no idea about, and you get 1 ticket, you play the 5 games, and you're done.
Ooh.
This is really cool. This show for years and years and years has been one of the go-to shows across all of the Northeast Mid-Atlantic. People coming from all over the country and world for that matter. But, it started out and it still is a great buy-sell trade show for people just getting into the hobby, collecting games, or just wanting to mix up their collection. And that's always a huge part of the Allentown event and PinFest. But the number of tournaments this is remarkable.
Yeah.
That it's not just one big tournament or a pump and dump or something of that nature where it's like, hey, if you get a lot of money, you can, probably qualify and so on and so forth, get to finals.
Yeah.
We've got all these subdivisions which really cater to young and old, guys and girls, new people, skilled people, whatever. So
yes, and
that's really cool. So thanks to those guys out there for running all of these amazing events coming up here in just a couple weeks.
And while we're at it, another awesome event is Replay FX, August 1st through the 4th, right here in Pittsburgh in the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. We're going to pretty much clear out this entire place of pinball machines, but as far as the eye could see that you see here, arcade games. It is the home of the Pinburg Match Play Tournament, where 1,000 people will be vying for honor, glory, and a giant prize pool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And look at all the other side events going on that us Pinburgers unfortunately have to largely miss out on, from cosplay to the gaming, the board gaming, the bands that are amazing that are always, gaming theme that we bring in here each year. Just
the console lounge.
Monumental effort. I mean, look at a sea of people, and that's just Pinburg.
Yeah.
Watching Keith Elwin blow up Family Guy.
Everybody's compelled to see if he could pull off the big one on TV Wizard mode.
And there's arcade tournaments too, right?
Oh yeah, there's arcade console tournaments, bunch of fighting games, bunch of other arcade games.
And I know, I'm positive that we're still looking for volunteers, even at this early stage, to run all of the amazing events that go on with Replay, from the gaming consoles to the arcades to the free play area to the tournament and so on and so forth. It truly is a monumental effort that's a year in the making. But
do we ever have enough volunteers?
I don't know. But thanks to the eSport World Knights here for joining that partnership.
Yeah.
And with that said, it's Gottlieb. It's 1980s. It's a
pink.
game that I need a stool probably to stand over and play. It's Vegas.
So, what do you think of this hot pink game? It's got a hot pink cabinet, hot pink backglass.
Is this
hot
the
pink
pinkest game in
playfield?
pinball?
We really should have hit this with some black lights.
Ooh.
Doug, that is terrible. You are done.
Doug has been canceled for today's Pinburg, or for today's PAPAtv Live.
I think the pink was too loud.
He housed that sucker, so.
All right, Chris. So, what can you tell us about Vegas?
It's pink.
It's cute.
It's cute. Thank you, Chris.
IDK.
Are
Are you feeling cute?
Just
He took off the blazer, of course.
the blazer's off. It's hot in here. It's hot, almost as hot as this hot pink.
Feeling cute. Might play
Feeling
some
cute.
Vegas. I don't
Feeling
know.
cute. Might shoot some orbits later. IDK. I've played this game a bunch because it's the easiest game to play. You can literally just cradle up and hit the left orbit and collect a million points. But that's not what we're here for. I mean, unless we want to showcase that for a little bit at least.
Come on, 7.
This game has a really, really cool shot that you would think isn't a shot, but from the right flipper, you can actually shoot it up to collect a joker. And it's like the hardest shot in the game. Probably the hardest shot in pinball, and not one you would typically want to aim for, but it's a lot of fun, and it's really challenging, so of course I'm going to go for it, like as often as possible.
So you're telling me there is a clean shot from that flipper through the pops into that rollover switch?
Yeah.
It's intentional.
That's all I'm going to aim for. Because, I mean, I would just keep aiming for the orbit to collect points, but I'm actually gonna plunge for the Joker because I want to collect Jokers. Once I collect the Jokers, I'm gonna do the select a feature, and hopefully I can lose all of my points for everybody watching.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, it's take a chance day.
Yeah.
It's like the same voice as Hoops.
Oops.
Shoot the ball.
Oops, there it
Chris,
is.
Chris,
Ball.
oh, he got it
Snake
back
eyes.
though. But Chris knows that Hoops is a great Pittsburgh Pinball League Finals pick, right?
More like
Boops.
Boops
Or
are adorable. I don't know what you're
Seinfeld
talking about.
Moops.
Ooh.
All right, Rachel, show us how to play Hot Pink.
we'll see.
So far, we've seen 2 epic fails here.
Make that
Ugh.
3.
Wow. So YouTube, junior JR period, which is also junior,
like 10
I think.
points.
Junior. The scores in Vegas don't matter. That is true. Also, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So what matters most, Elizabeth, is how many times you can hit the left orbit.
This might be my favorite game soundtrack right now.
It's real jazzy.
You were not here for Black Knight 2000.
No, I was not.
Yes, it's still stuck in my head.
Or
from
Dungeons
last
and
week.
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons has great music.
Swords of Fury.
Game.
Lion Man has amazing music. They should put that in a Black Knight Code update. Black Knight Swords of Fury,
Yeah.
and just bring back Lion Man.
Just get a just get Brendan and
I
Code
can't believe
to,
we had 3 all the scores are 125,000 or less after a
Yup.
ball.
Feeling cute, might house your ball later. Hi, DK.
So, kind of the other shot there would be that far left scoop, which is for some reason that's the slot machine, although it's a saucer.
Just loop all day, I guess.
You should be able to post pass on
The
this
problem
game.
is, what do you do when it's on this flipper?
Post pass.
Post pass to the other
There it
flipper.
is.
Shoot
Hey.
that slot machine.
And the nice thing about Gottlieb flippers,
Oh man.
well, usually, when you flip flippers of this era, these Gottlieb flippers, they are very vertically oriented at full extension, meaning they are very easy to trap the ball with. Use that to your advantage playing any game of this era. Live catches and traps are very easy. Holy smokes!
Where was this Vegas in practice?
I was just trying to collect that Vegas bonus, y'all.
It didn't want any of that.
That is a skill-based Vegas bonus drain right there.
I'm starting to think the short plunge is the way to go.
Come on, 7.
Come on, 7. Joker. What you get with all the jokers?
There you go. You get a select a feature.
Of course, you want to take that.
I'll take. Oh wait.
How do you do?
Wait, what happened there? How do you
I don't
select
know.
it?
Yeah, it's
There is
apparently
no
not both
there is
flippers.
no select. You just
You-
hit
Oh,
it.
You just
Wait for the
You wait.
timeout?
I just
Yeah.
wait,
Oh my
okay.
gosh, I would have made the same mistake.
Well, now I know.
Hopefully that's on pin tips.
Yeah, you with the games of this era, you just kind of want to wait for it to time out unless it specifically tells you, "Hey, you got to stop it."
I think I was playing Lights Camera Action, similar
Yup.
era game, in Pinburg and did something stupid
Ah,
the first time and then realized
that does
Yeah.
not bounce.
the flipper alters your selection.
Yeah. Also, Deadly Weapon has the pick 5, which randomly shows you 5 awards, and you can hit the flipper to tell it to stop.
Wow.
Vegas, everybody.
Ball 3.
This stream is like, what are we watching here?
So we went
And
from
we all practiced this game. Everybody was crushing it
Has
to the
anybody
point
ever
of boredom.
streamed this game? Why would they?
Why wouldn't they? It's glorious hot pink.
Is there a Papa Mark Steinman just gameplay video of this thing?
Well,
I hope
We
this is
did-
the first time this has ever been put on air.
let's see.
All right, there's one left orbit. There we go.
Can you shoot that on the fly?
Yeah.
And there's your 1,000,000 points, sir.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's the winner.
Joker.
Did you see that? I intentionally shot that Joker shot.
Oh, he almost had it right there.
Yeah, that's what Chris was talking
totally
about.
What happened.
You demonstrated exactly what Chris has been trying to do if he actually got a ball in a flipper.
Shoot the scoop.
Yeah, select that feature.
That was
Get that nice blinky 7.
interesting.
Yeah, the Gottlieb flippers tend to dead bounce
Don't
very
dead bounce.
poorly, and I don't know how he survived that.
So, according to where is pinballvideos.com, I put in a search for Vegas, which will happen in a few seconds. Thank you, Xfinity Wi-Fi.
Do you have 2 jokers, Chris? Look at all those jokers.
Because he's
All right, let's
plunged
do
2
this.
of them and done nothing besides that.
Actually, yes. There is recorded footage of Vegas.
Of the pinball machine or
Of the
actual
pinball
Vegas?
machine Vegas. There are 2 instances that it's been recorded. I will let you guess the 2.
Man, what I would pay to have this Chris Stevens show up against me in a tournament. It never happens. He's those who can't hear. He's like, would I actually be aiming for this stuff? Of course not.
I do know I have been to Vegas with Chris.
Is he a compulsive gambler?
He really likes Pinkberry. There was like a whole adventure to Pinkberry.
That counts.
in Vegas.
Nope.
Does,
It has to hit. It gives you the points, but it has to hit the right lane in order for it to advance.
Right. So, but
Like
but
that?
the
Yep.
star rollover awards you what was lit.
Yep. So, Evan,
Yes.
the 2 instances this game has recorded footage. What are they?
I have no. One is I'm thinking just like a general Papa gameplay video.
You are correct.
Who did that? Probably Mark.
Probably Mark.
Vegas.
Some poor soul.
Some poor soul.
The other. Oh my God! I asked why. Why would anybody really want to stream this game?
Elizabeth, why would we
it
want to
have
stream this game in the past?
I don't know. It wasn't my idea.
Oh, so it was here.
Yes, the September 10th, 2014 episode of PAPAtv Live, where it was featured along with Demolition Man. Chris was there that day.
He doesn't remember either. Wow.
Yeah.
Before
I beat CDs.
Woo!
I beat CDs.
Hold up. There is a ball in the shooter lane.
Hey,
You are
we need
still
a,
up.
We need a ruling.
She's fine. Play.
No.
Play.
No. Oh, you jerk.
And he plunges
got
her
extra
a
ball,
million.
Nice plunge.
Yeah, you plunged the extra ball. You
So
dummy.
wait, people
CDs.
in this room were part of the original broadcast of this game and have no recollection of it whatsoever. And so Lewis, why?
Why would people play it?
Yeah.
This is before my time, man. I don't
Me
know.
too.
Ooh,
Insta multi drain. Nope, ball.
I wasn't even in Pittsburgh when that was broadcast.
I wish that was an award because I'd probably get that. Insta multi drain. Like you get a mystery award during a multi ball.
Oh no, there's a few good Insta multi ones. I'll let the game show them off to you, but there are some. Just because it says the word Insta and multi does not mean you are getting a multi ball.
yay.
Get through. There we go.
Yes.
Taking this on the fly. And unfortunately, that's what happens.
Get that Vegas bonus.
All right, I want in
I'll
on
take
this
Yeah,
action
I
here.
wanna-
Yeah, I wanna get the.
All right.
I wanna.
One more. Ah. Can I get one more shot of that? I'ma do that. I'ma do that. Oh, so there's a super jackpot?
Yeah. Bet you haven't seen it. I did.
How do you?
So back over, we've swapped out here so we could swap out some players and other people can enjoy the glory that I just did in beating CDs. Back on the mic here is Elizabeth, and I've got Rachel, first time ever on the mic.
Hello.
Welcome to PAPAtv. All right, CD. So you're gonna change up your strategy here and actually try to get points instead of trying to gamble them away.
That's what I was trying to do.
Oh.
Now, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You try something.
Wait, how do you get the super jackpot?
Nobody knows.
Be really lucky.
I need to be very lucky. Oh, I'm feeling it. Here comes an outlane.
Is there a soft plunge there?
Yes.
Would it be beneficial?
Probably. Oh, look at that. I love that
Dang.
shot. That's so fun. All right, now we're going to select a feature here. Never mind. We're going to select an outlane.
That is a feature. Technically, outlanes are features found on pinball tables.
There used to be a post here. And it's not there anymore. I checked.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You can't ever complain about coming to PAPAtv and complaining about the way the Papa games are set up.
Wait, you're telling me that you put posts in games? People do that?
No, we take them out.
I was about to say, I've never seen a post in my life. All right, 7.
So, Lewis, do you know the rules to this game?
Yes, but
not how to
be
play
for
it?
the next ball.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Priyanka,
Yes.
girl power, you gotta beat them all.
Come on, Priyanka.
Yeah. it's gonna be lit.
Got some slings,
Ah,
got a bad nudge.
it's only ball 1.
Yeah, you can come back. Also, you're already beating CDs.
That's what really counts here.
I mean, yeah, my victory will not be a hollow one.
See if my atrocious PAPAtv live pinball play will continue or end. I'm going to take a chance.
We are actually looking at Doug's socks instead of at Evan's gameplay, so that's good. Oh, nice tip. So, Vegas lights up there. What do you get if you light all of them?
I have no idea.
Cool. Let's ask Lewis when he comes back. Nice shot.
There we go.
Oh boy.
So, this Gottlieb actually sits a little higher. Do all Gottliebs of this era, like Genesis, sits higher?
Yes, and I hate it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm 5'4"
There's
on
a
a
stool.
good day,
There's a
and,
stool on the couch
oh, I know,
next
'cause
to
I
your
put it
left.
there.
Okay, cool, cool.
Most people here have seen the picture that Jeff Teolis put up of me playing Hollywood Heat on the stool.
It's a great picture. So, Rachel, have you played many of these Gottliebs?
No, I have not. I can't believe I haven't played Vegas before now.
'Cause it's
Consider-
so pink.
It's so pink. I love pink. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I could tell by looking at your wardrobe and your hair and everything how super into pink you are.
super, super into pink.
Score. Oh, that's a fantastic award. And I get the buzzer.
And you're beating CDs.
you
Um,
know, which tonight really isn't that big of a deal. Flash, extra. Ooh, that sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, so it's that lane. Boom.
There we go.
Oh, nice save.
Get in there.
So,
Backhand.
Rachel, you and I have a long-standing rivalry on Starpool.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Because we both love that game very, very much. And so, in league finals, when Rachel and I find ourselves against each other, it's a
When
best of 5, and if we're tied,
And it inevitably comes down to game 5.
yeah,
It's
and like we don't, there's no question.
absolutely none at
We
all.
just walk towards Starpool. Like that's just a thing that happens. But I think I'm gonna make a pledge right now at league finals on Saturday. If you and I end up against each other, we're just gonna play tall Gottliebs.
Are there enough tall Gottliebs for us to go 5?
Lewis says yes.
Okay then.
Nice job, Evan.
Look at
And you're not even on the stool, man.
Oh.
Oh.
I jinxed it. I so jinxed it.
All right. I'm out of my funk.
It's cool.
Hey, Chris, do you know the rules to this, or does only Lewis know the rules?
I mean, I kind of know the rules.
So it says Vegas down there, in the middle there. Can you, like, what happens when you light Vegas? Like, how do you light Vegas, and what do you get for it?
I don't know.
I think Vegas
wait,
is
let me
the
look here.
drop targets.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I have none.
You have a V.
I do. It's well, right now our drop targets only say Ega.
Because the S is down, right? So
No,
you got
the S is the V is good. The S is good. They're just not looking good.
Oh, there's that soft plunge.
I guess it would let you just keep feeding it to that left orbit. Like that.
Which just seems like a much better position to start from. Man,
I like
Chris.
the pinball.
The problem is that Chris is blinded by the pink. Like, he literally can't see, which is not.
It is
that really
dark.
hinders playing pinball, not being able to see the table. Hey, Lewis.
Yeah.
What do you get for spelling Vegas?
You got me there.
Man,
I thought you knew the rules.
what the? Is it? Are we in an alternate universe today? Is it Bizarro Day where Lewis doesn't know the rules to games?
Oh, come on. I make the shot again. No, bad Vegas.
Okay.
All right. They're not that far ahead, Priyanka. You can definitely catch them.
How do I get the sup jackpot?
I don't know. I would say ask Lewis, but he doesn't know anything
No.
today. It's anti-Lewis Day.
Light 1 star.
That is the worst mystery ever. Oh,
Such a letdown.
oh my God.
It's one.
I think that's better than my 5,000 points. Mystery. All right, what do we want to do here? More mysteries. Ooh, that's bad.
Oh.
You can't.
Looks like
dead
you wanted
bounce.
drain. You wanted a drain.
I'm the one who told you guys you can't dead bounce, and I do it.
I'll show you how to dead bounce.
I mean, take your own advice next time, man. CDs, do you know how to get the super jackpot?
Yes.
How do you do it? I won't tell Evan. Just tell me.
We're risking it here. Come on.
Ooh.
Oh. Nobody else has gotten a bet yet.
Hey!
Ah.
I win.
Lucky.
I win.
That's
I win.
good.
Yes.
I win
Luck
the
is
money.
good. So, yeah, super jackpot. What is it?
Oh,
How you get it?
need to get to all 7s on the old slot machine.
Nice. Okay. Okay. I got that. Slot King.
I got Quaz.
You do.
Oh, that's a queen, an ace, and a... What's an S? Oh, it's a 5.
Yeah.
I thought it was a star or something. I really didn't know. Quass. Qua. Yeah. Oh, I'm done. I'm tired, all right? Oh.
Nice save.
Ah.
I tried.
You did. And you were the only one who got to bet anything. Like, nobody else had gotten to that, so.
No.
Okay. All right, that's it. I am short plunging because I want a ball on a flipper. That
Good luck.
Yeah.
I say
don't
good
think
luck,
the
sir.
short plunge necessarily guarantees.
Hooray!
And joining us in the booth, we have CDs.
Hello.
Chris Stevens.
Come on.
The amazing Chris Stevens.
The only one that can get class.
Start.
The only one.
Yeah.
He led himself a star.
It's because he is a star.
He. No.
Now we're
are
gonna go
good
for that
stars.
exciting super jack.
Yeah. See, he
It's
was
not
doing
exciting.
what I was trying to do, and that's basically hit that scoop over and over again.
So what are the little symbols, like the last one there? It looks like a TV with an antenna on it.
That is a cherry.
That is a cherry.
Okay. Sorry,
Which
I
is a
don't-
TV with an antenna on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Cherry bar.
Tell me I'm
cherry.
wrong.
Cherry, bar, cherry. Get the 7s. Come on. Oh, that's
Whoa.
bad. Oh, almost. That
Almost
was a
backy.
decent backhand there, man.
Nice catch too,
There
since
we
nobody
go.
else
There
can
you
catch
go.
on these slippers.
Bar, star, bar.
3 bar. Yeah, there's even 1 bar, 2 bar, and
3,
3 bar.
1, 2. Oh,
Any bar.
500,000 points.
Boring. Jackpots are boring.
We want the super. That's why we're letting him do this.
Oh, that's how you.
This
Okay.
This is how you
7.
get the
There's
super.
there's
It
a
is
7.
Oh, I get you now.
It is
It is
1 in every 150 shots.
or something like that.
And Lewis could probably make 150 shots in a row.
Lewis can do this.
I could try.
Nope. There's a cherry in there. Star. Here we
Give
go.
it- You can give it a few more.
Cherry.
Yay!
Yay!
Regular jackpot.
That's a regular
That's
jackpot.
the regular jackpot. And that's hard to get.
Ding, ding, ding,
Oh.
ding, ding, ding,
Oh man, this game sounds so good.
I love it.
love
I
it.
love it.
Oh, no.
I should have, but I
There
wanted
it
to
is.
get the
There it
mystery.
Ooh.
7. Oh.
Yep.
I'm trying to will
Yeah, if you
the
spell
7s here.
Vegas, you can relight the mystery and get exciting features like light 1 star.
You mean light 1 star.
Or instant
Instant multiplier.
Yes.
Instant.
Oh!
I didn't know I was playing a bally.
That was
Rude.
gorgeous.
That was a
gorgeous no-hit.
that was a great ball, man.
That
was
That
great.
was awesome. All right, Priyanka.
I'm gonna do
You are
something.
now in last place. So you have a little bit of catching up to do here. What are you gonna aim for?
Jokers.
Do it.
Let me get some jokers.
I'm gonna get some jokers. Well, here's an extra ball. That's just points.
Nice.
Look at that. You're almost beating me. An extra ball was worth how many? How much? 1 million points, I think it was.
Yes, yes.
This
Yeah,
this
that
is a
was-
hard situation right here because you kind of want to post pass, but then you really don't. Want
You really don't.
Why don't I
Can
want
you
to?
do? Because it's hard.
It's really yeah.
Try, just do it.
Can I try?
Post pass.
No, you're gonna drain.
No, she's
or-
gonna
or
do
it's
this.
gonna go
She's
all
gonna do
over the
this.
place.
Go for it. Oh,
Oh.
beautiful.
Oh, watch her prove all of us
See?
wrong.
See? No, I'm the one that believed in her.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't believe that scoop. You almost beat me. We're just
Hey.
gonna say that you beat me because she definitely played that a lot better than I did.
Hey, Chris.
Elizabeth.
Chris, I totally beat you.
Yes, you did.
Elizabeth, guess what?
Yes.
I beat CDs!
Yeah. Happy dance.
The producer's telling me the Maple Leafs are up 4, and I know that's not true because the
Yes.
Bruins are winning! Woo!
It
go.
could be 7-3. You never know.
Evan, you are not that lucky to beat CDs and have your hockey team win all in one day.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
That's
happen.
not gonna happen.
Well, I did him
halfway
better.
there.
I had Boston Market today, and he didn't.
Ooh.
Yeah, he put the Boston in Boston Market.
Man, he's just got this loop shot dialed in.
Until you
and I
speak.
jinxed it.
Oh, nice save. Oh, watch him get it. 3
Amigos.
pulls on slot.
Oh,
Oh,
I
come
like
on, come
that.
on, come on. 7, 7, 7.
Cherry.
Yeah, boom. It's only worth, I think, 1 million points on this one.
Yeah, but it sounds like a goal scoring in hockey.
That's great.
7.
Oh. Don't get too excited. We can't see the scoreboard.
Sorry. I'm easily excitable.
All right,
Do not
he-
dead bounce.
I have a really awesome trivia question I want to see if we can figure out.
Okay.
How many 7s are on this game?
Oh my gosh, really, dude?
I mean,
Yes.
wow.
I'm not counting them. There's like 100 on the back glass alone.
I know. That's why it's going to be awesome. I'm going to figure that out. I think that's a really, really
You know,
awesome.
I'm just going for
Does
random
anybody
stupid
in the
stuff
chat,
right
can anybody in the chat tell us how many 7s are on?
The closest
Vegas.
person to guess how many 7s gets Evan's hat.
now. That's fine. I don't like the Pirates anyways. I just wear it so you people don't beat me up.
I
Where
thought
to
I
fit
thought
in.
you just thought it was a B.
I dead bounced again. I don't know why.
Oh, here's a mystery. Light.
3 more slots.
Pulls. Told you.
What if it was 3
Dude.
pulls on something else? Like it didn't say slots. It's like
Dude.
3 pulls, like
3
you know, guess a card
pulls.
thing.
Those are terrible.
On the plunger. Whoa.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh.
There it goes. Snake eye.
That's a good end, people.
That's a
I
Vegas
like it.
bonus right there.
All right. Good night.
Is it a good night? Are we calling it? Let me look.
I think
at
we should
the
play one
old-
more and get Doug in the mix on this.
Does Doug want to play some Vegas?
I think Doug has to play some Vegas.
Oh wait, birthday boy.
oh yeah,
the birthday
James.
boy
We gotta
Let's-
get James out there.
Let's see Doug versus James.
Now somebody's got to run the broadcast.
Get over here.
Doug voices the kid. Dan Anda.
All right, so we got Lewis stepping into the booth here to control things. We've got birthday boy
Vegas.
Jim
All
stepping
right.
up here, and it's gonna be Doug versus Jim on Vegas.
Jim, how old are you? That's how many orbits we want to see.
36.
36 orbits. That's going to be how many millions? Oh, watch out. That
Doug.
that cow will
Oh.
slowly
It's
make its way
sliding.
down. It's like his. Oh, yeah. James' favorite game of chance is broadcasting pinball. Very, very game of chance.
I didn't break it, Lewis.
You're okay? I already chipped the corner. It's all good. And he dead bounces.
Watch
Nice,
him come
that's
out of the
one.
booth and prove everybody wrong.
That doesn't count.
No, it's gotta go.
Oh!
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, he knew it, but he just wanted to do it anyway. What a guy. He just wants to give Doug a chance. Vegas. All right, Doug.
What are you gonna aim for here?
You have
What's your strategy?
140,000 points to make up. What are you going to do?
So, I think the easiest strategy would be to shoot the hole over and over again. So I'm going to
Yes.
shoot for these dangerous targets instead.
That's
Nice.
great. I want to see
Awesome.
that. Come on, 7. You're actually probably not going to get the chance to flip this ball, but that's cool. Okay. You
Oh.
flipped. Oh.
Wow.
This is a game of luck.
Is it more or less luck than playing target pool?
You mean target poo?
Target pool is a game of skill.
Target pool is definitely a game of skill and luck. But
I'm not
mainly
even sure
the
what
skill
hitting
thing.
those targets does.
It awards you points.
Theoretically.
All right, we've got a joker, a 3, so you earned yourself a 3, a 5. Okay, keep collecting 5. Another joker. Oh, you're collecting them too fast.
Oh, nice nudge.
Beautiful
Very
nudge.
nice.
That was what birthdays are made of. You are now passing Jim. 3. That's worth 300 points. That's what those are for.
That's really nice
Select
when you
a
can
feature.
when you can let it roll off
Okay.
the end of your flipper there. That's
Select,
great. I
select.
suck at that.
Move. Oh, you're going the wrong way, man. Come
Star.
on.
Nobody wants to
You don't even know what a star does. Why would you want that?
I don't. I want to hit these targets.
You're going to beat my score hitting nothing but those dangerous targets, which is fine.
Oh.
I knew that would jinx them. Vegas.
I even like the sound it makes when you go out the outlane. It's just kind of like a oh.
Oh, you went out the
Oh.
outlane.
Come on.
Like the game is sad for you.
Oh, man, he's scoring some big points up there. And just like that,
Ah.
he's almost caught up to Doug. That's 2. Oh, boy, he's feeling the pressure now. Oh,
Some
wow,
amazing
wow.
saves.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on, man.
There you go. There you go.
Whew.
This is some fast flipping here from our producer.
Get some control.
You're like,
Control.
you aged another year by flipping that fast. Settle down. Whoa. Nice. There you go. Okay. Are you going to do a post pass or are you going to aim for dangerous
Just
stuff?
gonna aim for dangerous stuff.
beautiful.
Oh, and he's
Look
gonna
at
like
that.
be rewarded for it.
3.
That was my pass.
That was, okay.
There's 4.
Pop
4. Nope. Okay, he's up to 4.
Oh.
All bets down. I thought it did that.
It's a
on
great
ball
ball,
3.
man.
Yeah, very good. You
It was all right.
are up to pulling ahead of the old Doug there. Come on, 7. We got a nice little close-up of the catch-up. The star.
Oh.
Collecting 3 stars earns you a catch-up, apparently.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Which is,
Thanks, Doug.
thanks, Doug.
It's also Gobblerito Day,
Gobblerito.
which I had one.
We
It
should
was
have played a game with
delicious.
gobble holes. And then if you land in a gobble hole, you get a Gobblerito.
Well, we took him out for Gobbleritos anyway.
I've never, ever had a Gobblerito.
Oh, it's Doug's first Gobblerito today, and I love the magic the magic look on his face when people eat their first Gobblerito, it's a special dish.
All right. Let's see if Doug can ruin the birthday surprise.
I mean,
favorite game of chance? Driving the car with Elizabeth. He wins. I knew that was coming. I was just waiting for it. Hey Doug, that was some good flipping. I mean plunging. That's a winner. Oh.
There's not a post there.
There is. There's just no rubber on it.
It's alright, I have an extra ball.
You don't.
Nope.
You
It's set to
earned
points. And
This game's
you should know this since you said it.
This game's stupid.
Gottlieb crushing your dreams with pity points. We love pity points. And we love each and every one of you for hanging out with us on a lovely Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Did you guys have fun?
I did. Rachel, how'd you enjoy your first time?
I did too.
Birthday, James.
Happy birthday, James.
Thank you for all that you do, my lovely friend. Anyway, I am Chris Stevens.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Rachel.
And all of our lovely friends and family members hanging out, playing with us. Thank you very much. And thank you to you hanging out and watching. Tune in next week when we play more pinball, have more fun, and probably more birthdays. You never know what's in store. But for everyone here, thank you for watching, and tune in next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Keep on flipping, y'all.